Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this third video of History Chapter 7 Non-Cooperation Movement. In the second video, we have discussed on Khilafat movement, non-cooperation movement and its progress. In this video, we are going to discuss Swaraj Party, Simon Commission, Simon Go Back, even Nehru Report and the demand for Purna Swaraj. Such incidents or the events which taken place in the Indian history that we are going to study deeply. So students, at the beginning, Swaraj Party, one miss point has been given, which was the major and the turning point in the Indian history. Yes, Swaraj Party. The members of Indian National Congress such as Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru put up the idea of contesting elections and obstructing the work of the British government. It was directly or indirectly challenge created by these INC leaders. In the 1922, the Swaraj Party was established. Don't forget, 1922, the Swaraj Party was established. In the 1923, many members of Swaraj Party were elected in the Central Legislative Assembly and Provincial Legislative Council, mainly including Motilal Nehru, Madan Mohan Malviya, Lala Lajpat Rai and N.C. Kelkar. These were the leading leaders or the important leaders in the Swaraj Party. Just motto or the aim was behind this establishing Swaraj Party, the idea of contesting elections and obstructing the work of the British government. Yes, British government. It was the aiming. This party had work and they gave challenge to the British government's policies, programs as well as the activity had conducted by their side. Another one, when the political movement in the country clamped down, then or the calm down, like the country calm down, that is INC and all, then fight in the Legislative Assembly was strengthened by the Swaraj Party. The role of Swaraj Party was a major one, because of when other parties were the little bit became passive, this party had become active and they severely opposed the unjust policies of British. They demanded the responsible government should be given to India in future. It was their demand, and they made a resolution to be passed in the Legislative Assembly for the release of political leaders from prison. Maximum leaders were during that period in the prison, so one more demand it was to release them from the prison and to call for the round table conference, and the government rejected most of the resolution. British government did not accept their demands at all, and in that matter, the British government decided to set up one commission that is called the Simon Commission. The reforms introduced by the Montagu-Chelmsford Act of 1919 were unsatisfactory. Whatever it was discussed in that one, it was not good for the Indian society or the Indian people. That act was Montagu-Chelmsford Act of 1919. Hence, there was discontent among the Indian people. People were not happy at all, and on this background, the British appointed a commission under the chairmanship of Sir John Simon. In this commission, none of the Indian member was included, and hence the Congress decided to boycott the commission. Here, why Indians boycotted the Simon Commission? Because of none of the Indian member was included in it, and during that period, in 1928, the commission arrived in India. Whenever it traveled, the people made demonstrations against them by shouting the slogans like Simon Go Back, Simon Go Back. Yes, one image is given here, and as a board we cannot say, as a message has been given, Simon Go Back, and so many the followers are back to that. In that matter, what happened? There was a lathi charge on the demonstrators. British decided to suppress the activity done by the Indians. Lathi charge on the demonstrators. At Lahore, Lala Lajpat Rai was leading the demonstration against the Simon Commission. The police lathi charged the demonstrators. Saunders, name of a police officer, attacked Lalaji with a lathi. And after the attack, in a protest meeting, Lalaji said, what he said? Every blow on my body will prove a nail in the coffin of the British Empire. Yes, it was his wish, or he said that one. Should not forget his words. Every blow of my body will prove a nail in the coffin of the British Empire. Within few days of the attack, Lalaji passed away, or the Lalaji died. Yes, for his death, the Saunders, a police officer, was responsible because of he lathi charged on him, and he had injured, like it was a major injury, and because of that one, Lalaji passed in this Simon Commission concept, or the Simon Commission like the program. Then afterwards, Nehru report. It was also one turning point in the Indian history. Like the Birkenhead, who was he? Birkenhead, the Secretary of State of India, criticized that the Indian leaders cannot draft a unanimously accepted constitution. Yes, did not believe that on Indians they have capacity to constitute constitution or prepare constitution for their nation, and it was criticized. This challenge was accepted, and an all party committees was formed. All the members came together, including Pandit Motilal Nehru was the chairman of this committee. Yes, Nehru report was prepared afterwards, but the committee was set up, and the chairman was Pandit Motilal Nehru. What was the Nehru report? See, to establish self-government in the colonies of India, implement adult franchise system, that is a right to vote system, and the linguistic division of provinces. Such proposals were put up in this report, Nehru report, and this report was known as Nehru report because Motilal Nehru was the chairman of this Nehru proposal. Okay, and what were the major points were taken in that one? See, first, number one, self-government in the colonies of the India, implement adult franchise system, and the linguistic divisions of the provinces. With this, by the end of the 1929, and indication was given that, what was the indication had given? If the Nehru report is not accepted by the government, then the civil disobedience movement will be started. Yes, it was the signal had given to the British government, whatever it is mentioned in the Nehru report, that should accept by the government, British government, otherwise civil disobedient new movement will be started. On this background, in December 1929, the Lahore session presided by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of the Lahore session, become a memorable in history. Why that was a memorable in the history? Yes, everything is given on the next slide. See here, the demand for the Purna Swaraj. Lahore session called like as a important session because of in that session the demand for the Purna Swaraj had asked. The objective of the Indian National Congress of Dominion status was not acceptable to many young members. Colony, Britishers' colony is India. It was not accepted by the young members. Young leaders like Pandit Nehru and the Subhash Chandra Bose were demanding complete independence. That is we call Purna Swaraj. And due to the influence of this young group, means Pandit Nehru or the Subhash Chandra Bose, in the Lahore session of Indian National Congress, a resolution of attainment of complete independence was passed. All the INC members supported this idea, like the demand for the Purna Swaraj or the complete independence for the nation and the colony of the Britishers. This idea was thrown away or the thrown out after the Lahore session. So it was a turning point for the Indian history, and the spirit regarding the Purna Swaraj or the getting independence or making India free, this concept had started coming like as a out, and out of that one it was the Purna Swaraj. Another one, demand for the Purna Swaraj had included. Through this resolution, Indian National Congress gave up the objective of dominance status, like the dominance status, like the status had given, but it was the colony. That idea was not like they taken totally back. And from here onwards, this 1929 or the 1930 afterwards, the objective of the national movement was complete independence of India. One and only, like as a the program was a set up, that was a complete independence of India. And what included in that thing, on the 31st December 1929, Pandit Nehru unfurled the tricolor, that is national flag, and a resolution was passed in which the 26th January was declared to be celebrated as Independence Day. Independence Day, yes, on 26th January 1930, people all over the country took pledge for carrying out the freedom movement with a non-violent means for attainment of independence of India. And everywhere in the country, the atmosphere was charged with a new spirit. And students, as we know that when the 26th January every year we celebrate as Republic Day, but actually this day was declared as a Purna Swaraj Day or the total Independence Day 26th January 1930. Afterwards, every year that was celebrated, but just like the Independence Day, instead of that one, the Republic Day we are celebrating, okay, every year. And because of that, what happens, see, everywhere in country the atmosphere was charged with the new spirit, and the people got like the one more idea to fight against the Britishers, making country free anyhow, but using the non-violent means or the non-violence method. So hope that students, like in this third video also you understood that like the points, Swaraj Party, establishment of the Swaraj Party or the role, and the Simon Commission, why that had set up. In that Simon Commission, how the Lala Lajpat Rai passed away, Nehru report, and Nehru report afterwards a demand for the Purna Swaraj. The decision was taken in the Lahore session, we have understood here. So like they watch this video again or go through the textbook and read the textbook carefully, like see the incidents which had taken place in the Indian history, maximum were the turning points, and one idea came out, that one, independence for the nation. So students, will meet in the chapter number 8 soon through the video. So take care of your family members, or be socially responsible. Thank you very much.